Well, hello folks, this is Daniel Ballard with HCO Hunts, and I want to thank you for watching this video. This video is intended for our upcoming clients for the upcoming whitetail deer season, whether that be archery, rifle, or the alternative season. This video is going to give you all the information that you need to know to make your hunt successful and enjoyable. We're going to go over a few things of what we expect from you as the hunter, what you should expect from us as staff, and then some suggestions that you can do with however you want. So first and foremost, I want to thank everyone that has ever hunted on our land, hunted with HCO Hunts, and even our future hunters. We want to thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. It's an honor to be able to have you at our houses and hunting with us. We know you could spend your hard-earned money somewhere else. We're glad that you decided to spend it with us. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Before we get started anywhere, I want to go over two must-haves that you must do before you leave your house. Not on the way to HCO, not when we get here even though we have Wi-Fi in all of our cabins, this needs to be done before you leave your house to join us this season. Number one, you need to make sure you download the Missouri Hunting app. It is a simple, sweet way to get all your permits, notch your tags, and do telechecks all from your smartphone. It is the Missouri Hunting app, Missouri Department of Conservation puts that on, and it is a fantastic app. Please download it, get signed in before you leave your house. You may think, well, I'll just do that on the way there. You're probably not going to get signal when you get here, so expect that right off the bat. Do it while you're at home, because while you're traveling, Murphy likes to get in and mess with your stuff, and that's the worst thing that can happen is you get here and you're not able to hunt because you don't have your tags done. If you're old school and you like the paper tags, you do you, man. That's fine. I'm going to suggest you do this. Print them off at your house. I don't mean to sound so demanding right off the bat in this video, but you have to understand it is frustrating to have people come here and expect that it's supposed to be done by someone else. So please print your tags off, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Print them off at your house. Put them in the Ziploc bag. Throw them into your hunting bag. Not your luggage case, not the suitcase, not your backpack that you tote around everywhere. The bag that you're going to go out into the woods with, go ahead and stick it in there so it's done and you can forget about it. Number two, you must have a TMA approved fall restraint. Okay, it'll even say it on there. So if you have a question about it, you can go to their website and you can get the information there. So you have to have two things. Download the Missouri Hunting app and then have a TMA fall restraint, approved fall restraint. Okay, the other two things. Now this one's more rifle specific, but it is also a must. I didn't put it as the number two, as the two, because we have archery hunters that don't necessarily need a safety card. But if you were born after January 1st, 1967, you must have a Missouri safety card. That is an absolute must. You cannot hunt without it. Go to their website, or you can call them on the phone and make sure you get that. You have that, and so it is imperative that you get that. Number four, you want to download the app called OnX. That's where all of our information is on all of our farms. It's where all the tree stands are. It's where all of our blinds are. It's where we keep information. It's where it shows you where you're supposed to park. Not Basemap, not any other app. OnX, that's what we use. Now, if you already use OnX, that's great. If you don't, download the app. Don't sign in. Download the app while you're at home. When you get here, we're going to give you the credentials to be able to sign in so you see exactly what we see. And then after the hunting season's over, we go and change the password so people don't know where our stuff is. But while you're here, you get to access our stuff. So at your house, download OnX. Don't sign in. If you are signed into your own account, go ahead and sign out, and you're going to sign in under our account. So those four are major things. The first two, you must have download the app, get your tags printed out. Number two, TMA approved fall restraint. Number three, for those hunting in the rifle in the alternative season, get your hunter safety card. And number 4, download the Onyx app. Okay, so some things you're going to want to have. You're going to want some camo, obviously, and some regular day clothes, or whatever you pack when you go on a trip, okay? Personal hygiene stuff, your soaps, your toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, all that stuff. All of our cabins are equipped with a washer and dryer that you can use at your leisure. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of show you some hunting equipment that I use, and it'll kind of give you some ideas for what maybe you need to use. I've always hunted in Northeast Missouri. I've never hunted anywhere else in this country for whitetail is right here. So this is kind of stuff that you see in my bag. Obviously, I have a backpack. I use and none of this is brand specific. It's just whatever floats your boat you can use. I use a scent bag. And so in my bag from my right to my left, I have a little snack. I use cashews. I take some cough drops with me. I have a deer call. I have a flashlight. I have extra batteries. I have knife, flashlight. This is a flashlight I normally keep on me. And I also have a Leatherman Surge multi-tool. Another flashlight. Do you see where I'm kind of going with the flashlights? You need to have a flashlight. Okay, 2 is 1, 1 is none, 3 is for me. A little bit of camo here, face paint, hot hands for when it gets cold, some scent killer. This is a bow rope. It's just 550 paracord. All of our stands are equipped with bow rope, but sometimes a squirrel can be ornery and can, by the time you get to your stand, kind of chewed it up. So go ahead and have your own. About 15 feet long is fine, so that you can safely get your weapon from the ground up to you. Just some deer urine, pack rat. You can use some rattling horns, deer call, binoculars, also rangefinder. This is a trauma kit. It will treat everything from needing a band-aid to a gunshot wound. Bottle of water, some gloves. All of our stands have those accessory hooks on them on our tree stands, but if you like something a little bit bigger than that, you can definitely pack one of those. This is more geared toward the gun hunters, but also a requirement for you, and I'll explain it more in the video, but you're going to need hunter's orange. 400 square inches of hunter's orange. It's basically a hat and a vest. So that's literally what I pack in my bag when I go hunting. Let's see, I don't think I have anything else on my body. I also have a concealed carry. When I go into the woods, when I hunt, I normally carry a Smith & Wesson 629 Deluxe chambered in .44 Magnum. You are in Missouri's a constitutional carry state. If you want to carry, that's fine. Also, you need I don't have one on me, but a padded seat if you want a padded seat. All of our cabins have lots of cabinets. All of them have refrigerator space. If you're one of those that likes to bring snacks and drinks, bring it on. You can definitely keep it in the cabin. If you need to use a refrigerator, we have refrigerators. We have freezers for all your goodies if you would want them. Basically, in the morning as you go out to hunt, we offer some, bear claws and some muffins, something you can grab really quick and on the go onto your tree stand or your blind. You can kind of eat on the way there. But hey, if you're like me and you're a red-blooded American, you eat eggs, bacon, hash browns, and hot coffee every single day, hey, bring it. And all of our kitchens are fully stocked for you to be able to do that. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Lunch is pack your own lunch. Figure out how you want to do that. There's cafes around here if you want to go into town and eat a hot lunch. Evening meals are provided by HCO. You are allowed to bring a ground blind. You are allowed to set it up with approval from HCO staff. So if you've got a ground blind, we'll show you where we want it. We'll show you where to put it. If you want to move it, you can move it with HCO staff approval. So once that blind gets set there, it stays there until HCO staff okays that we can move it. Large groups, you may bring a ATV, one ATV to one group. We're not having, a group of 5 with 5 ATVs running around all the farms. And that's only to help with getting everybody out to your stands. So basically the way we like to work is if we have a group together, we cover over 9,000 acres. So one group will kind of give them a section, and they're responsible for getting themselves out to their stands whenever they want. We're not running a taxi service. It's not up to HCO staff to get you to your stand. Okay, so location. A lot of people have never been to this part of the world, and so I just want to let you know right off the bat, we are 45 minutes from the nearest Walmart. Okay, and that's in either direction you go. So we have about 5 to 10 minutes away from wherever cabin you're in, about 5 to 10 minutes away from a Casey's General Store up here in LaBelle, Missouri. You can get your gas. It's a gas station. You can get hot pizza, a little bit of hot food to go, and your donuts and things like that. Just down the road there is Lewistown, Missouri, another gas station, but they have a Dollar General. Down the road a little further in Ewing, there's another Dollar General. So if you happen to forget something, you're just about 5 to 10 minutes away from being able to just, go get, if you forgot your toothbrush, toothpaste, yada, yada, you can go get it. But as far as like serious hunting equipment, if you forgot something and you need to grab it before you get here, these are the towns that I want you to take note of in whatever direction you're coming from, whether it be north, south, east, or west. So as you're traveling and you're coming through, this is basically the last chance you got to get groceries at Walmart or get something at a farm and home or at a Dollar Tree. These are those stores, okay? Or excuse me, those cities. From the northeast of us is Keokuk, Iowa, okay? From the east is Quincy, Illinois, across the river. Southeast is Hannibal. Quincy and Hannibal are very close in proximity to each other. From the southwest, Macon and Moberly, Missouri. And then from the west is Kirksville, Missouri. So basically, keep in mind, those are your last towns, your last stops to be able to go get groceries or anything like that. So that's kind of the gear list. That's kind of our location. Here's what we expect from you. Here's kind of the experience that you can expect from HCO staff. So when you arrive here at noon, and here's the deal, arrive here at noon. I know planes, if you're flying in, get delayed. I know traffic can be crazy sometimes, but do whatever you can to get here at noon. It is imperative. Your hunt, I'm telling you, your hunt won't be the same if you arrive at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening when it starts to get dark. Here's why we need you to arrive at noon. At noon, we're gonna go over your equipment, make sure you're competent with it, make sure everything is dialed in and sighted in, make sure we go over our safety information, make sure everything works out the way it's supposed to be. We're gonna take you to the farms and physically show you where you're gonna be hunting. So it's hard to cover a lot of ground at 5 o'clock at night. So make sure you get here at noon, the day before you're supposed to hunt. It is imperative, I'm telling you. So that's what you're gonna do. We're gonna sign some paperwork, go over safety briefing. Once you get here, that evening is to yourselves. You can do whatever you want. I suggest getting up early or going to bed early because you're going to be getting up early, right? And in the morning, you're going to go to your stands. When you shoot an arrow, when you shoot a gun, no matter if you hit, missed, thought you hit, or thought you missed, you need to contact HCO staff as soon as possible. Okay? And you're to stay in your stand until we get to you. If you shot and thought you hit, stay in your stand. Don't go off trying to find a blood trail. Stay in your stand. Once you let us know, HCO staff will come to you to your stand and we'll help you retrieve your animal. When you retrieve your animal, once we find it, the first thing we're going to do before we move that animal at all is we're going to go ahead and make sure you knock your tag. Okay, before it gets into a buggy, that tag is going to be knocked. So we need to make sure we do that. So we're going to we're going to take pictures in the field if the conditions allow it. We're going to bring your animal back here to our main hunting lodge. We're going to take pictures there, and then we're going to go ahead and start skinning and deboning. We're going to measure the antlers, Depend on what you want to do. If you want European mount, full mount, whatever, those decisions can be made then. On the rail, when the animal's on the rail, we strictly debone 15-20 minutes and that's done. If you want to nitpick and get everything off of there so you can have some grind meat, that's your prerogative. You can do that fine. HCO staff is just going to debone. And you can pick as much as you want unless we've got another animal that we've got to get onto the rails. So just kind of hit or miss whether we do that or not. At that point, you need to make sure before it gets too late to telecheck your animal. That's why I love the hunting app. So awesome. All you do is pressing buttons and you're done. If you like to call in, you can do that. At that point, your hunt is over. Congratulations. That's awesome. You've successfully harvested a Northeast Missouri whitetail. That's something to be proud of. That's something that is just really awesome. And you can kind of do whatever you want. You want to float around the hunting lodges, that's fine. Do what you want. It's your vacation. A lot of people ask, and I'm going to address this real quick. A lot of people ask, well, can we go hunt does? And I'm going to tell you right now, right off the bat, no, not on HCO staff. Y'all know you got a doe tag, but we don't harvest. We don't do that here at HCO. There are lots of great conservation areas. You can definitely go hunt if that's what you want to do. But I'm going to let you know right off the bat, HCO staff is not responsible and won't aid in helping you retrieve that game, and you cannot use HCO facilities to process that game. Okay, if you want a little bit of information on, more information on that, when you arrive, let us know. If that's something you want to do, we can make arrangements, but not on HCO property, not on HCO time. So, but in reality, most people don't do that anyway, so that's fine. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you have any questions, definitely comment. You can message us if you've got any comments. If there's something maybe on my equipment list that I forgot, definitely comment. And if you're a troll, then find a bridge and stay under it. Oh, and then I just want to address really quick, because of this COVID situation, I'm not here to get political. All I'm going to tell you, if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. If you want to wear a mask up in a tree stand, you can wear a mask. Normally, we get all our hunters together every night and we enjoy a meal. This year, we're going to keep all 3 of our cabins separate. You're going to eat at your own house. And we're just going to socialize responsibly. We're going to respect others' beliefs. And if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. If you want to stay 6 feet away, that's fine at all. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I'm going to have some archery and rifle specific videos later. They're not going to be as this long, but I just want to thank you so much for choosing HCO Hunts as your next whitetail excursion.